Welcome to Voices from the Abyss. If you're listening tonight, you're not alone. Beneath every stretch of open water, there are depths we've never seen and things we've never discovered. Tonight's story begins in complete darkness, miles below the surface, where something ancient is still moving. So settle in, get comfortable, and listen closely, because far below you, something is awake. Marine research diver Marcus Solano spent 14 years exploring the deep ocean. This is the final recovered audio from his last descent. Somewhere beneath nearly 3,000 meters of water, beside the remains of a fallen whale, something ancient and patient was waiting in the dark. Unit DHR-7. Diver Solano Marcus A. Depth 2,847 meters. Recording duration 4 hours, 22 minutes, 14 seconds. Recovery date redacted. Recovery location redacted. Note: transcript begins at 3 hours, 44 minutes, 8 seconds. Earlier portion contains standard dialogue narration. Audio quality degrades significantly in final 31 minutes. Okay, still moving along the ridge. Visibility is maybe 3 meters out here. Silt's been kicking up since I dropped below 2,800. You can probably hear the current on the mic, that low sound. That's not interference, that's just, it's moving down here. Didn't expect that at this depth. Marking a waypoint, ridge feature approximately 4 meters high, looks like basalt. There's chemosynthetic mat coverage along the base. The white bacterial stuff looks like it runs maybe 15-20 meters along the ridge base in both directions. I'm going to follow it east and see if it opens up into a vent field. Temperatures dropped 0.5 degree in the last 10 minutes. That's interesting, actually. Could indicate, there's something on the mat. On the bacterial mat. I'm going to get closer. I want to get a look at this. They look like... okay. They're worms. Polychaetes of some kind. Red-plumed, maybe 30-40 of them clustered along this one section of mat. They're beautiful, actually. The plumes are catching my light and actually, there's more of them further along. A lot more. I'm gonna follow the mat east. This is genuinely exciting. I don't think I've seen a density like this outside of a vent field. And there's no vent activity here that Oh, that's not polychaetes. Those are Okay. Okay, I know what those are. Those are osedacs, zombie worms. I've seen specimens in the lab, but There must be something down here. Something large. I can't see it yet. The silt is... I'm going to move in slowly. I don't want to kick up the bottom and lose visibility. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. It's a whale fall. A big one. Sperm whale, I think, from the size of the skull. The skeleton is mostly exposed. The soft tissue is long gone. We're well into the enrichment stage. The bones they're covered. They're completely covered in osedacs. I mean, the density is extraordinary. Every surface, and the bone itself it almost looks soft. You can see where the dissolution has started. The surfaces are pitted and irregular. There's a kind of slumping to the ribs that bones shouldn't have. This is genuinely remarkable. I want to get some footage of the skull. I'm going to move around the... My right foot feels... I'm just going to check something. Okay. Okay, there are worms on my boot. On both boots, actually. I must have drifted closer to the mat than I realized. I'm gonna just back up slowly and... They're not coming off. They're not coming off. I'm trying to brush them off with my hand, and the ones I brush off are just... There are more underneath. I think they're anchored. I think they're... I can feel them. I can feel them through the boot. That shouldn't be possible. The suit's material is rated for... I can feel something. It's warm. It shouldn't be warm down here. It's warm, and it feels like when your foot falls asleep, but deeper than that. Deeper than the skin. Like the feeling is coming from inside the... Okay, I need to think clearly. I need to... They're on my ankles now. I can't get purchase on anything. The bottom here is all soft sediment, and every time I try to pull my feet up, I'm sinking a little. I'm sinking into the sediment, and the more I move, the more of them there are. They must be. The movement must be attracting them. The vibration. That's actually consistent with the literature. They respond to... It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter right now. Okay. I've stopped moving, and I'm going to think about this calmly. The suit should be The suit material should be, it's in my right foot. I don't mean on my foot. I mean, I can feel it inside my foot. It's a dissolving feeling. That's the only word I have to explain it. Like the bones are becoming, like they're becoming less certain of themselves. There's no sharp pain. That's the thing I want to... If whoever finds this is listening, I want to be accurate. It doesn't hurt the way you'd expect. It's more like the structural feeling of your foot. The feeling of being supported by your own skeleton. That feeling is just... it's going. It's slowly going. The warmth is at my ankle now. I want to try the emergency beacon. I'm hitting the beacon now. I don't know if that's working. I'm at 2,800 meters, and the signal would have to make it to the surface, and there's no support vessel. This was a solo deployment. The tender isn't due back for 6 hours. I don't think I have 6 hours. I want to record some things. For the record. Not the scientific record, just for the record. My name is Marcus Alejandro Solano. I'm 41 years old. I'm a deep sea research diver, and I've been doing this for 14 years. I've logged over 2,000 hours below 1,000 meters, and I've never had an incident. I want that in the record. I want someone to know that I was careful, that I followed procedure, that this wasn't negligence. The warmth is past my ankle. It's in my calf now, and the feeling is the dissolving feeling, the structural looseness. It's moving with the warmth. My foot doesn't even feel like a foot anymore. It feels like a shape that used to be a foot. Like something has forgotten what it was for. I have a daughter. Her name is Iris. She's 9. She has her mother's eyes, and she has my terrible habit of leaving cabinet doors open, and she is the best thing I have ever done with my life, and I need whoever finds this to make sure she knows that I thought about her at the end, that she was the thing I thought about. Her mother's name is Deja. We're not together anymore, but she is a good person, and she will know how to tell Iris, and I'm grateful for that Iris has her. The warmth is at my knee. It's a strange thing. I keep expecting the pain to arrive, and it keeps just not arriving. And I don't know if that's merciful, or if the absence of pain is itself a kind of information about what's happening to the tissue. The nerve's going quiet because there's nothing left to carry the signal. My legs below the knee feel very far away, like they belong to someone else. It's dark down here. I know that sounds... Obviously, it's dark. It's 3,000 meters down. But I mean, my light is still on, and it's still dark. The dark here has a weight to it that surface dark doesn't have. It presses. In 14 years, I've never fully gotten used to that. The pressing dark. I used to tell Iris bedtime stories about the deep ocean. She loved them. She wanted monsters, and I gave her monsters. Giant squid and anglerfish and things I made up. Things with too many eyes and names I had invented. She'd pull the blanket up to her nose and pretend to be scared. She wasn't scared. She just liked the ritual of it. The pretending. I keep thinking about that. About her pulling the blanket up to her nose. The warmth is at my hip. The lower half of me is... I can see it. I can look down and see my legs, and they look like legs. They look completely normal. That's the strangest part of this. There's no visible... From the outside, everything looks intact. And from the inside, there is simply nothing there. No sensation, no structural feeling, no weight. I'm standing on nothing because what I was standing on has been quietly and efficiently unmade. The Osedacs they're extraordinary, actually. I want to say that. Even now, I want to say that. They've been here for millions of years, doing exactly this. Reducing bones to nothing, releasing the nutrients back into the water column, completing the cycle. There's nothing malicious about this. I drifted too close, and I stopped being a diver and became a substrate. Iris, if you're old enough to hear this, and I hope you're old enough, I hope a lot of time has passed, and you're old, and you're okay, and you've had a good life. I want you to know that the last thing I saw down here was beautiful. The whale bones covered in red plumes, the bacterial mat glowing white in my light. The way the dark beyond my light was so complete it looked solid. It was beautiful. Your dad saw beautiful things. The warmth is at my chest. I can feel my heart still. That's something. It's beating, and I can feel it, and I'm still here, and I'm still thinking clearly, which I think means the dissolution is. I think it moves through bone, and the ribs haven't. Not yet. Tell her I left the cabinet doors open on purpose. She'll know what that means. It's very quiet down here. I used to think silence was the absence of sound. But this silence it's a presence. It has texture. It has the weight of all the water above it. All those thousands of meters of dark pressing down. And it's not frightening. I want whoever listens to this to know that. At the end, it's not frightening. It's just quiet and dark. And the red plumes are moving in my light, and they're really something. Iris. This recording was submitted to Redacted, Marine Research Authority. Cause of death listed as diving incident. Depth related. Full audio file is retained in archive. Next of kin have been notified. Recipient of personal effects, Marcus Solano. On behalf of minor child, Iris Solano, age 9. Thank you for listening to Voices from the Abyss. If you enjoyed tonight's story, make sure to follow so you don't miss what rises next. And if you find yourself near the water, listening, just remember, not everything beneath the surface is asleep. Good night.